Hello, beautiful people. I am tuning in here again, surprisingly. It's live time, and I decided to pop in. We may do that more of a tradition, back again to where it used to be. Card reading Mondays, chit-chat, Q&As, and so on. And I am today here to drew the cards, and because I own a lot of cards, I will be drawing random cards from random card decks, including my very own. The ones that I can pop the links below for you to check them out and purchase. You can contact me directly, or you can purchase them from the store online, whatever works for you. If you contact me directly, purchase from me, you can get the autograph. So let's get into the card reading. Today I'm going to be reading from the cards of the Intuition Whisper, Intuition Voice of Your Intuition. This is the Polish deck, written by Kamila Surma. And of course, it's everything in Polish, but no worries, I'll translate for you. Cards are really beautiful, as you can see. And this is my cat opening and closing doors. Very, very intelligent cat, huh? As I'm talking to you, and I am shuffling the cards in the meantime, let's take together 2 deep breaths in and out. When you are breathing in, imagine you are breathing the peace. And when you are breathing out, breathe out the stress and anything that is right now heavy onto you. Once again. And I have a card today for us, the Whisper of Your Intuition, the Voice of Your Intuition card is telling you to give yourself in the arms of the healing power of nature. That's literally. Offer yourself into the healing arms of the nature. And the card looks like this. Please look also at the card and imagine that you don't know what it says. I shouldn't even tell you, but look at the card and see what are the first impressions, emotions, reflections, thoughts popping up for you. The really the first one. You see the peace, you see the calmness in that card, you see the groundedness, you see the connection, interconnection and intraconnection. You see the power of something higher than you are, which could be whatever you believe in. Just to talk shortly about this. Many times I think today's world, majority, forgot what's the connection with nature is. Forgot that actually the nature is something that is driving our world. Not the human being, not our work schedule, not our consumerism, but the nature. The natural cycle is what is driving the nature, the planet. And even if you look at it, we still are following some of the natural rhythm. We still are following some of the natural cycles. And there are plenty of those that no matter what we will do in our modern society, we won't be able to change, such as biological, our own rhythm. Many times when we do not follow that rhythm, it is throwing us off, right? Many times when we are being asked to work overnight, to work late nights, we are feeling drained because our biological rhythm got thrown out. And I mean, I could list a million things, right? And you are the only one who can actually discern for yourself what is it that is giving you groundedness, peace, lightness, connection, interconnection, intraconnection. What is giving you that energy, power, those inner qualities that you, if you were to follow the rhythm, natural rhythm of yourself, of your personality, of your desires, of your needs, you would have. And many of us, we are so disconnected from ourselves, from the nature, from interconnection between the two, from intraconnection between our nature and ourselves, that we have no clue what's going on, that we have no clue what are the solutions. And it's funny, but if you talk to people who are a little bit more grounded, or who found their groundedness in some way and form, most of them will tell you that it is about reconnecting to nature and reconnecting to themselves. Interconnection and intraconnection. Those two qualities are usually, if not in all cases, most important in order to regain your equilibrium. And it's easily said, it's not that easy done. I'm like, what do you mean by saying, Isabella, connecting to yourself? What do you mean by connecting to the nature? I'm going for walks every single time. You know, yes, I understand. But is that walk that you are doing every single time out there looking the same as your work, as your living style, as your connection with your family, meaning non-existent, meaning with the phone, meaning overstimulated by your thoughts, by listening to podcasts, by reading something, or scrolling on something, scrolling on your phone down with other stuff? Are you overstimulated doing those three things at the same time while walking? So where do you think there is a space for intra and interconnection in there? There's none. There is none. How do you want to put extra thing in there? There is no space for it. The moment, the only way to connect to yourself or to the nature is by giving the space for that. So is it by going on your walk without the phone? Yes, you might be in your thoughts, but those are your thoughts. You might be able to talk to your thoughts, talk to yourself. You might be able to reconnect to yourself. And the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. You might be able to go on a walk and increase the stimulation of your senses, not by overstimulation by listening to a million things or scrolling the phone, but by listening to birds, observing what's going on, by reacting to the natural phenomenon using your senses. By connecting to yourself in the same moment, that could also happen, because now you suddenly are starting realizing, sensing, feeling some sensations and feelings and emotions in yourself. You are starting feeling some tensions. You can start sensing how your body feels, because let's say for the rest of your day you were on such a go and rush that you had no clue how your body feels, until the moment when you become aware of, by the way, there is something attached to my head down below, and that something has its own sensations and it's talking to me. So it is really important to look at that perspective, at that way, at that thing from that perspective. So the connection to nature thing, I could be talking about this forever, but it's not about me talking to you about it forever, but it is about you reconnecting to yourself and to the nature by your own tools, your own ways, your own things that you desire. Maybe there is something that you would like to reconnect with, like such as yourself, such as your body, such as nature, such as the park you used to go and that always was giving you the peace of mind, and you stop doing it. Look at your life, look at your lifestyle, and look what can fit in that lifestyle, even if it's 2 minutes of calmness during drinking your morning coffee. That is amazing. Don't over exaggerate and start thinking that now I'm going to start walking for an hour every day, because you may not. You may not. That is too much of an commitment for a lifestyle that you may have. But you can surely find 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 times a week, right? It starts slowly as that. It starts. If you are asking me about big results and big outcomes, start with small steps. You will see big results and big outcomes. There is no big outcome and big result without starting small. No matter how much I talk to you, no matter how many different examples I'll give you, if I tell you that I'm going on a walk without the phone, never. Or if I go, I take a couple of pictures and put the phone to the pocket, and then I go and try to look around, and I'm connected to nature and connected to myself, and then suddenly there is plenty of sensations spilling out of me. If you ask me how I did it, I didn't do it during one walk. There were plenty of short walks, there were plenty of uncomfortable walks, there were plenty of uncomfortable moments being with myself. There were plenty of moments when I rather pull out that phone and scroll rather than listen to what's going on, look what's going on. That's another thing. Look what's going on, right? Because sometimes we can walk under the car, and that's also not a pleasant thing to actually find ourselves at. So give yourself in the healing arms of the nature. That's the card that is an invitation for you, maybe this week, maybe something for yourself. Maybe you find a nature in a different way. For me, in the winter time here in Wyoming, it's really hard to go for a walk. It is right. I'm not even trying. I'm not forcing myself. It's just too big of a challenge. And instead of becoming something I would like to do, it becomes a hassle. It becomes another things to check out, and it becomes a stressor. So, but there are other ways you can connect with nature, natural resources. For me, it's being with my pet. For me, it's being with my houseplants. Like when I water them twice a week, I talk to them. I truly talk to my plants. Yes, I do. I check their leaves. I check the level of their water. I touch their soil. I touch their leaves. I do not touch the tops of their leaves, because I know that when you touch the top of their leaves, when they are starting growing, you can stress the plant to the point that it won't grow, or at least it will stop growing for a while. But I talk to them for sure. It's like a mini ritual in the morning when I'm watering, walking around, checking, moving them around, repositioning them, because I can see how they are growing, maybe changing the place, now exchanging spots because I see one is little getting in, it's becoming more needy of the sun, and so on. That's for me a natural connection, right? Pet, for me, natural connection, not only with nature, but with myself, is through my art. Not only general art, whatever I do, but when I incorporate pieces of art, such as dried leaves, dried flowers, bark I collected, rock, pieces of like little bit dried, like grass, because I collect stuff like that, because then I do like specimen tags in my mixed media journaling, and those become very beautiful. I connect with the natural elements, such as fire, like candle, such as water, drinking water. I connect with myself by eating natural food, let's say having a fruit or a vegetable. So there is so many different ways to connect to the nature, and being aware of it. Like when I collect dry stuff and I use particular of them for my art, and the rest I know I'm not going to use, or they got, little bit destroyed, and I know I'm not going to use them, so I'm going to throw them away. I don't throw them away to trash. I throw them away to the nature, outside. outside of my porch and say thank you. Thank you, nature, for providing me with these dry leaves I could use for my mixed media art, and the rest, here you go, back to you. So it can become, you can find your ways. Those are the ways that nobody ever told me about, and it just feels right to me, right? It just feels okay to me. It feels okay to me at this moment also, because what I've been doing before, it's not what I'm doing now, and I'm sure it's not going to be the same what I will be doing, let's say, in few months, in couple of years, and so on. So reconnect with the natural resources, natural forces, the life force in any way, again, from the outside resources and from inside of yourself. I think that would be it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, rest of your day, whenever you are watching this. Those videos are going also on my YouTube channel. Hey, so those of you who are watching on the YouTube, thank you so much for being here as well. If you are interested to join my Facebook community group, which is the Whisper, the Soul, Heart and Body Whisper, please do so. And the links will be and are provided in the comments below, not comments below, in the box below. And yeah, that would be it. All the other links will be provided there. You will be able to find me in any way and form. You can always DM me or comment below this. Ask how can you connect with me for whatever reason, except for dating. That was a little joke, because there are a lot of those creepy comments too coming in, which I, of course, have all the security set in, so usually those are not going through my filters anyways. But I love listening. I love hearing from you, so I hope to be in touch anywhere we find each other, anywhere you find me and anywhere I find you. Thank you so much. Give yourself into the natural forces, into the natural resources this week, maybe next week, maybe for the rest of this month or year, and see how you feel. How does that make you feel? Thank you so much. I love you. Sending you lots of hugs. Talk to you next time. Bye.